The elite of all these nations over us are all in on the biggest identity theft as well as the greatest deception in the history of mankind. Every nation has had a hand in the fall of Israel. So now that they are over us enjoying their time in heaven, they like to make up stories and add our truths into their stories within their movies and anime shows. I write anime and movies, and I realize that there are no super popular anime characters that are brown or Hebrew. There are some cool ones, but the top characters all look like Edomites. Now that I have a certain level of wisdom and understanding, I can see that these characters are actually whitewashed versions of warrior Israelites. I first noticed this with Dragon Ball Z. There is a white guy telling the brown monkey people they are less than, and he feared they would grow and fight against him in his rulership. Sound familiar? It should.
Exodus 1 and 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Kill them, get rid of them, deal wisely with them. Take away their understanding of who they are, tell them they're someone else, and then make anime shows about their history in order to get them to spend money with you and like the show.
Now, the name of Goku's race is called Saiyans. So this guy, the white guy, calls them a byword by calling them monkeys. Sound familiar? It should.
Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee.
They are doing this on purpose to get Israel to buy into it without obviously telling us that they are talking about us. We, Israel, are nation builders. When we put our energy and money into something, it gives it power. And Israel is very serious about anime.
Naruto or Dragon Ball Z? Not one nigga can answer that question without arguing. It's impossible. If you watch both of them shows, you cannot just answer that question right off the bat without hard deliberation, nigga. I don't know, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to go with, I'm not even playing. Especially if you ask a group of niggas, that's an argument right off the bat. I'm telling you, if you ask a nigga Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, it's an argument if it's more than one nigga right there. I'm gonna just show y'all. Y'all think I'm playing.
Now let's get into another show, Naruto. First off, the symbol on Naruto's back is a spiral, which is just low-key portal talk among the devil worshippers. Some of it goes back to how the Northern Kingdom Israelites, aka the Native Americans, used to draw portals among their hieroglyphics. We know chariots and angels, possibly other spiritual beings as well, can come to earth from the heavens or spirit world through portals. Next, the Hidden Leaf Village is one of the many villages, but this is basically Israel among all the other lands, and everyone keeps attacking them. Also, when we absorb Ruach or Gamma, it changes us physically sometimes. Goku's hair changed when he became a Super Saiyan or Gamma Judge. Yahushua had white hair and red eyes, so they did it to their characters to tell you who they're really talking about. Kakashi Sensei in Naruto has white hair, as well as Jiraiya. Sasuke is also an Israelite in disguise, red eyes, that was passed to him through DNA and heritage. Our genes as Israelites to absorb gamma are passed through DNA. They know this. That's why they put it in their show. They know we are under the curses, so they play on it because we don't know we are still in captivity under the rule of the Edomites. The reason we relate to anime is because they are telling us our own history. Jiraiya, look at his name, Jiraiya. Jiraiya. You hear that yeah at the end? That's Yah. That's YAH. That's Yah. That's his name and our name. That's something that we do as a people. Nobody else does that. Scripture backs it up. Jiraiya is a ladies' man who is wise and very strong. King Solomon was wise and had 1,000 wives. Come on, man. White boys can't give females like that, bro. It had to be one of us. It had to be. But also, I just watched an episode where Kakashi Sensei and Sasuke are talking, and they reveal that they both come from difficult backgrounds. They are telling you, the elite, these people who are in on this, they are telling you they are cursed Israelites. That's why their lives have been difficult. And here is Kakashi, an Israelite with white hair, hanging on a cross. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. They telling you. It's right in your face. They telling you. Okay. Now, they also have to let you know whose side they on, even though they know our history. And they're showing you that they know our history. So one of the Israelites, Sasuke, gets attacked by this snake guy, Orochimaru. First of all, I googled this nigga's name, and his name means snake in the Japanese language. And of course, he's the main villain. That's obvious who he really is supposed to be. It's right in your face. Orochimaru bites Sasuke to show that they drink blood, but he also gives Sasuke a curse mark that just so happens to be made out of 6s. Really? There are a million other things they could have used there, but nope. Let's make a circle of 3 6s. Kids watch this. My son watches these, these anime, cartoons and stuff like that, and he's getting better at pointing these things out because it's everywhere. He can't miss it. It's everywhere. Even Dora the Explorer, the recent movie that came out. Dora represents the native Israelites, how when thrusted in Gentile society, they stand out because they are inherently good. She speaks, hold up, before I even go any further, the Taino people was Native American, Northern Kingdom people, and they called themselves the good people. But I'm not even going to that's a whole nother thing. Before Columbus came over with his BS. Dora, she speaks to everyone she passes. Most people at her school are into wickedness, and she doesn't understand why. That's because they're all Gentiles. She's in a foreign land. She understands the land and the animals. Adam named the animals and passed the information down to Abraham and, the lineage or whatever of Israelites. She goes into a heathen city in LA to turn away from her ways and her customs to take on the customs of the heathen. I can keep going, but there's a text message between myself and another Israelite brother that I want to end this with. Shalom.